Oh, hi, I'm Lucca Barone-Peters, and I'm an emerging cinematographer. Oh, hi, I'm Lucca Barone-Peters, an emerging cinematographer. Oh, hi there. Jesus Christ. If you cut these into the video, I will kill you. Hi, I'm Lucca Barone-Peters. I'm an emerging cinematographer, and I run a small production company, Fat Salmon. I've shot dozens of shorts that have screened all around the world at Filmfest Ghent, Slamdance, Cinanima, and Flickerfest, to name a few. And my first feature, Suburban Wildlife, premiered at the CineQuest Film Festival and is having its Australian premiere at the Sydney Film Festival. Today, I'm going to give my top tips for emerging cinematographers and how to get into the industry and what to look out for. Don't worry about the gear. It's a very techie world, cinematography, and the trick for young cinematographers is to cut through all of that noise and don't worry too much about the gear. I always like to break it down in terms of percentages. I think about 50% of your image is going to be made up of other people's work. So your production designer, your actors, your director. After that 50%, you've got about 15% for locations. A good location is going to make a world of difference, especially for low budget productions. 15% after that for lighting. Lighting can really change everything. You can expose an iPhone camera perfectly and create a beautiful image if you have perfect control over your lighting. So if there's anything you're going to invest in, it should be lights. About 10% of the quality of your image is going to be made up from framing and camera movement. Camera movement can do a lot for your films. Don't just think about it in terms of dollies and cranes. It can be zooms, it can be handheld, it can be completely locked off, and all of those are a choice that you should make. Then the final 10% really is split between your camera and your lenses. And for me, I'd always spend more money on lenses than on a camera. Our feature film Suburban Wildlife was shot on a Sony FS5 with the cheapest kit of cine lenses you can buy, and it's done incredibly well for a production that had absolutely no money and definitely not the best gear in the world. Work with good people. If 50% of your image is going to be made up of other people's work, you want to make sure that those people are doing a good job. A good production designer, a good costume designer, and a good director are all going to make you look really good, and that's the truth of it. So work with really good people and choose really good projects. You can create beautiful, beautiful imagery, but if it's wasted on a bad script and bad direction, it's not going to go anywhere and no one's going to see it. Likewise, your images don't have to be technically perfect if the project is strong. As long as you're supporting the script and the story, it's going to be good cinematography. Just make stuff. The reality is that no one's going to hand you a project to shoot out of the blue. You're going to be working with people that you've worked with before, with your friends, and with people that your friends recommend you to. That being said, don't make the same thing over and over again. Try and choose scripts that are challenging, that you don't know how to do. Maybe it's a comedy, you've never done a comedy before. Maybe it's an animation, a rotoscope animation, or you have a part in shooting VFX plates. Try and broaden your skill set as much as possible, and you'll find that when you go back to what your forte is, you'll be even better at that as well. My bonus tip is just try and be on set as much as possible. Respond to Facebook ads, join Facebook groups, talk to your cohorts, give out your time to other people, and they'll be happy to give it back to you when you need it as well. If you enjoyed this, make sure to check out Imogen and B's videos as well, the creatives behind Suburban Wildlife. They're talking about how to get your first film funded and how to write your first feature script. And subscribe to this channel for more good content.